Dear students, let us solve some statement problems on solving pair of linear equations in two variables. You learned elimination method to solve pair of linear equations. Now let us solve some statement problems. Look at the question. The taxi charges in a city consists of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. Taxi charge consists of fixed charge and after that charge for distance covered. If you travel 1 kilometer, you have to give fixed charge along with charge for 1 kilometer. Now, for a distance of 10 kilometer, if you travel a distance of 10 kilometer, the charge paid is 105. This charge paid 105 includes both fixed charge and charge for 10 kilometer. For the journey of 15 kilometer, if you travel 15 kilometer, then the charge paid is 155. 155 includes fixed charge and charge for 15 kilometer. Now what are the fixed charges and charge per kilometer? That is charge for 1 kilometer. Now let the fixed charge, we don't know, let it be some variable. Let this fixed charge is equal to x and charge per 1 kilometer, let the charge per kilometer is equal to y. Rupees y for 1 kilometer and x is the fixed charge. Now for the distance travelled 10 kilometer, the charge paid is 105. So fixed charge plus charge for 10 kilometer. For 1 kilometer the charge is y. So for 10 kilometer the charge is 10y. Together it costs rupees 105. And for the distance of 15 kilometer, for 1 kilometer it is y. So for 15 kilometer it is 15y. For that we have to add x. So x plus 15y is equal to 155. Take this as equation 1 and equation 2. We got two equations. Now you can solve these two equations by elimination method. Now see this question. Understand the question. A fraction becomes 9 by 11. When it becomes 9 by 11, if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, and if 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. So find the fraction. Let the fraction be, in fraction we have numerator and denominator. So let the fraction be x divided by y, where x is the numerator and y is the denominator. Now, if we add 2 to both numerator and denominator, add 2 to both numerator and denominator, that is x plus 2 by y plus 2 is equal to 9 by 11. Now, simplify this equation and bring it to the standard form. Cross multiply. 11 into x plus 2 is equal to 9 into y plus 2. Multiply 11 for both x and 2. So 11x plus 22 is equal to 9y plus 18. So bring variable term to the left side, 11x minus 9y, and take constant to the right side, 18 minus 22. You have to take 22 to the right side, so 18 minus 22. So 11x minus 9y, 18 and 22 have different signs, so subtract. It is 4, put the bigger number sign, so it is minus 4. This is equation 1. Now, if 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, add 3 to both numerator and denominator, that is x plus 3 divided by y plus 3. Then fraction becomes 5 by 6. Now cross multiply. So 6 into x plus 3 is equal to 5 into y plus 3. If we have fraction on both sides of the equation, then cross multiply. So 6x plus 18 is equal to 5y plus 15. So 6x minus 5y, keeping variable terms on the left side, is equal to 15 minus 18. So 6x minus 5y is equal to 15 minus 18, that is minus 3. This is second equation. Now solve equation 1 and 2 by elimination method. Now look at this question. This is a question about age. 5 years hence means after 5 years, what happens? The age of Jacob will be 3 times of his son. And 5 years ago, before 5 years, Jacob was 7 times of his son. What are their present ages? See Jacob and his son here. We don't know the age of Jacob and his son. So we can take their ages as any variable. You can take age of Jacob as x and age of son as y, or age of son as x, age of Jacob as y. Now let the present age of Jacob is equal to x. Let the present age of his son is equal to y. Now look at the statement 5 years hence. Now write their ages after 5 years. What happens to your age after 5 years? It will be 5 more. So age of Jacob after 5 years will be, now it is x. So after 5 years it will become plus 5, x plus 5. So what about the age of his son? His son's age also will be 5 more than y. So y plus 5. Now write the equation. What happens after 5 years? Age of Jacob, that is x plus 5, will be, that is equal to 3 times, that is 3 into age of his son, that is y plus 5. Write the equation according to the statement. So x plus 5 is equal to multiply 3. 3y plus 15. So x plus 5 minus 3y is equal to 15. To make it easier to do elimination method, keep variable terms on the left side. So x minus 3y is equal to, keep constant on the right side. So 15, take 5 to the right side, 15 minus 5. So x minus 3y is equal to 10. This is the one equation. Now what happened 5 years ago? See, 5 years ago, what is the age of Jacob? It will be 5 less than the present age. So age of Jacob 5 years ago was x minus 5, and age of his son was y minus 5. Now it is y. Before 5 years it was 5 less, so y minus 5. Now look at the statement. 5 years ago, what is the equation you have to write? Jacob's age, that is x minus 5, was, means it is equal to 7 times 7 into his son, y minus 5. So x minus 5 is equal to 7y minus 35. So x minus 7y is equal to minus 35 plus 5. So x minus 7y is equal to minus 30. This is the second equation. Now you can solve this by elimination method. This is the question about 2-digit number. The sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of digits. Sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. And if you take 9 times of this number, it is equal to twice the number obtained by reversing the order of digits. We don't know the digits of a 2-digit number, so let the digit, remember it's a 2-digit number, so there will be 2 digits. In 2-digit number we have units place and tens place. So let the units place of a 2-digit number be x, and let the hundreds place let the tens place is equal to y. In 2-digit number we have only two places, units place and tens place. So units place is equal to x and tens place is equal to y. So the number is, if x and y are the two digits, then how to write the number in the expanded form? You should not write as xy, it is wrong. If x and y are the two digits, then xy is not a number. If you write xy, that means it is x into y. So the number is 10y, 10 into y plus 1 into x, because x is the units place into 1, y is the tens place, so y into 10. So 10y plus 1x, it is equal to 10y plus x. Now our number is 10y plus x. Digits are x and y. Number is 10y plus x. Now look at the statement. Sum of the digits. Digits are x and y. So x plus y is equal to 9. This is one equation. And 9 times of the number. 9 times of the number, that is 9 into 10y plus x is equal to twice 2 into number obtained by reversing the digits. Reversing the digits means you have to write x in the place of y and y in the place of x. So 9 times the number, that is 10y plus x, is equal to twice, that is 2 into obtained by reversing the order of digits. Right? Interchange x and y. So now number becomes 10x plus y. Look at this carefully. Reversing the order of digits means you have to interchange x and y. So 90y plus 9x is equal to 20x plus 2y. Bring variable to the left side, minus 20x plus 9x. Then on the left side we have plus 90y. Bring 2y to the left side, that is minus 2y is equal to 0. There is no constant term, so it is equal to 0. So minus 20x plus 9x minus 11x plus 90 minus 2, that is 88. Y is equal to 0. Now look at the coefficient of x and y. Both are divisible by 11. So you can divide it by 11. So 0 is also divisible by 11. So all the terms are divisible by 11. So divide by 11. Minus 1x plus 8y is equal to 0. 11 ones are 11. 11 8s are 88. 11 zeros are 0. So this is the second equation. Now you can solve this by elimination method. See the question. Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. And Meena got 25 notes in all. Find how many notes of rupees 50 and rupees 100 she received. Meena went to withdraw 2000. She got 25 notes. There are some 50 rupees notes and there are 100 rupees notes. So let the number of 50 rupees notes is equal to x. Let the number of rupees 100 notes. We don't know the number of rupees 50 notes and rupees 100 notes. So take it as x and y. See here, she got total number of notes 25. Altogether she got 25 notes. So number of 50 rupees notes and number of 100 rupees notes is equal to 25. So x plus y is equal to 25. And she withdraw 2000. Total amount she withdraw is 2000. Now number of 50 rupees notes is x. So value of 50 rupees notes will be 50x. Value of 100 rupees notes will be 100y because there are y notes of 100. So 50x plus 100y is equal to 2000. Look at the constants 50, 100 and 2000. All are divisible by 50. So you can divide by 50. If all the terms are divisible by the same number, you can divide it so that the equation will be simplified. So x plus 2y is equal to 40. This is the second equation. Now you can solve this by elimination method. Look at this question. A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days. If you take some books and if you keep it with you for the first 3 days, it will be having fixed charge and an additional charge for each day thereafter. And thereafter you have to pay additional charge. For 3 days you have to pay fixed charge. After that you have to pay additional charge for each day. If you keep a book with you for 4 days, then for 3 days you have to pay fixed charge and for another 1 day you have to pay additional charge. We don't know what is the fixed charge and what is the additional charge we have to pay for 1 day. So let the fixed charge is equal to x. Let the fixed charge is equal to x. This fixed charge for 3 days. Remember, the fixed charge is for 3 days. Now additional charge, let the additional charge is equal to additional charge after 3 days is y, that is for 1 day. Y is per day. After 3 days you have to pay additional charge. Now Sarita paid rupees 27 and she kept book with her for 7 days. So she kept book with her for 7 days. Now for first 3 days she has to pay fixed charge and after that she has to pay y rupees for 1 day. So there will be 4y and fixed charge is x and total she paid 27 rupees. So total she paid 27 rupees. For the first 3 days charge is x plus then remaining days are 4. So 4 y, because for 1 day charge is y. So x plus 4y is equal to 27 is the first equation. Now Susie paid rupees 21 for the book she kept for 5 days. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She kept book with her for 5 days. Now first 3 days the charge is x. Now remaining days are 2. So for that, for 1 day it is y, for 2 days it will be 2y, and totally she paid rupees 21. Now write the equation. She paid rupees 21. Fixed charge is x. Then for 2 days the charge is 2y. So x plus 2y is equal to 27. These are the two equations. Solve this by elimination method. See here, Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Total he got 40 marks. If he write correct answer, for each correct answer he will get 3 marks. If he writes wrong answer, for each answer he will lose 1 mark, that is -1. Now altogether he scored 40 marks. If 3 marks are awarded for correct answer and 1 mark is lost for wrong answer. Now we don't know how many right answer he has written. So let the number of questions attempted correctly. Number of questions he attempted correctly, let it be x. Let the number of questions attempted incorrectly or wrong is equal to y. So total he got 40 marks when if 3 marks for each right answer. So he attempted x questions. So for x questions he will get 3x marks. One question 3 marks. So x questions 3x marks. And he will lose 1 mark for wrong answer. So we have to minus how many y? 1y. Losing 1 mark for wrong answer. He attempted y question, so 1y. So 3x minus 1y is equal to 40. This is the first equation. And see the next statement. Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer, if 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks deducted, means -2 for each wrong answer, then Yash would have scored 50 marks. He would have scored 50 marks when if 4 marks for each correct answer. He attempted x question, so one question carries 4 marks. For x questions it is 4x. Now 2 marks deducted, so minus 2. Number of questions is y, so 2y is equal to 50. Look at the constants here, 4, 2 and 50. it is divisible by 2. So you can divide 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 25s are. So 2x minus y is equal to 25 is the second equation. Now see here, this is a little tricky question. Places A and B are 100 km apart on a highway. Places A and B 100 km apart on a highway. One car starts from A. See, one car starts from A and another car starts from B at the same time. They start at the same time. If the car travels in the same direction, if they travel in that same direction, okay, if they travel in the same direction at different speeds and they have different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. See here, they meet in 5 hours. Time taken by both the cars is 5 hours because they have different speeds. So let the speed of, we don't know the speed, so let the speed of car A, which is started from A, is x. So speed of car started from B, car B, is equal to y. Speed of car A is x and speed of car B is y. You know that speed is equal to distance by time. So distance, this distance is equal to speed into time. Now speed of car A is x, time taken is 5, so the distance is 5x, and from B the distance is, speed is y, time taken is 5 hours, so the distance is 5y. Now you have to write the equation. See here, the longer line, that is 5x, is equal to 100 plus 5y. See here, 5x is divided into two parts, 100 and 5y. So 5x is equal to 100 plus 5y. See here, from here, this is 5x. That is equal to, 5x is equal to 5y plus 100. 5x is equal to 5y plus 100. So 5x is equal to 100 plus 5y. So 5x minus 5y is equal to 100. All the terms are divisible by 5, so divide by 5. X minus y is equal to 20. This is first equation. Now see another statement. A and B are 100 km apart. If the cars travel towards each other, if they travel towards each other, see here, if they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. See, they met now. The time taken by both the cars is 1 hour to meet each other. Now what is the distance traveled by car A? Time is 1 hour and speed is x, so the distance travelled is 1x. What is the distance travelled by car B? Time is 1 hour. Speed is y, so it is 1y. Now 100 is equal to 1x plus 1y. One x plus 1y is equal to 100. This is the second equation. You have to solve that by elimination method. See now, the area of rectangle reduced by 9 square units when if length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 3 units. We don't know the dimensions. Rectangle is a two-dimensional figure. Two dimensions are length and breadth. So let the length of rectangle is equal to x. Let the breadth of rectangle is equal to y. So what is the area? We know that area of rectangle is equal to L into B. So area will be xy. Because length is x, breadth is y. So area is xy. Now write the equation. The statement is area reduces by 9 square units when if we increase the length by 5, if we reduce the length by 5 and if we increase the breadth by 3. So reduce the length by 5, so x minus 5, and increase the length by 3, so xy plus 3. Then what happens? Area becomes length into breadth, that is x minus 5 into y plus 3, that is equal to xy minus 9. Now simplify the equation. X into y, that is xy, x into 3, that is 3x minus 5y minus 15 is equal to xy minus 9. We have xy on both sides. You can cancel it or take all the variable term to the left side. Xy plus 3x minus 5y minus xy is equal to minus 9. Take minus 15 to the right side, plus 15. So xy minus xy is 0. So remaining is 3x minus 5y is equal to minus 9 plus 15 is 6. So 3x minus 5y is equal to 6 is the first equation. Now write the second equation. If we increase the length by 3, now the length is x, so increase by 3, that becomes x plus 3 into, we are writing the area, x plus 3 into, increase the breadth by 2, that is y plus 2. Then what happens to the area? X plus 3 into y plus 2. Area becomes, that is xy, increases by 67, that is xy plus 67. Now simplify the equation. Xy plus 2x is plus 3y plus 6 is equal to xy plus 67. Now take variable term to the left side. Xy plus 2x plus 3y minus xy is equal to 67 minus 6, xy cancels. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 61. Solve this by elimination method. You have to find the value of x and y.